I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. What an absolute pleasure it is to be in conversation with the good folks here at Eastern College, right here in Moncton, New Brunswick. People are making a difference here, and I love being in this conversation. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Hi, my name is Dennis Hubley, and I'm the video game development instructor for Eastern College.
What a cool job that must be, Dennis. Tell me a little bit about it.
So we teach students how to program in various programming languages. We teach them how to use various game engines that are currently popular, such as Unity 3D and Unreal, and get them ready to work in the workforce, either at a AAA studio or even an indie studio, which are becoming more popular these days.
Now, tell me a little bit about the course. How is the course taught? Like, how does that look?
So there is basically there's four major parts of the course. One part at the beginning is we go over history of games, we go over a little bit of game design. We talk about how to build your online presence and your portfolio because this career really requires you to be out there and for people to know who you are and what and your name and what you can do. We teach math that's applicable to 3D games, and that's pretty much the first block. Our second block goes deep into C++, which is still the industry standard for AAA games. We go over building our own game engine. So right from the beginning, we start them building their own game engine. They build their own games in that engine to get a real good, solid understanding of what goes on in the foundation behind the scenes of game engines like Unreal and Unity. And then we have a Unity block, which is 4 months long. They learn how to make 2D games and 3D games. And then they move on to a 2 month project month where they get together in teams. And for 2 months, they just build a game and it's run like a game studio. So we're doing meetings every day and making sure everyone stays on track. And we're using various project management tools such as Trello and GitHub. Just these are all industry standard tools that we use. And we teach them get ready for that. And then for the Unreal Engine, did I say Unreal already or Unity? I don't know. Whatever the opposite one is. Same thing. 4 months. You get 2D, 3D, and then a 2 month project. And by the end of that, they then get into an internship with a studio for 4 months where they work. And hopefully by then they've graduated and are ready to get a job and start the rest of their lives.
Wow, it sounds like an incredibly intensive course that covers everything from the history right into a collaborative sort of teamwork and all the kind of skills that you're going to really need. And then all that coupled with practical experience to get you out the door and get you a job. Tell me about the students that you have now. What do those folks mean to you?
Um, I absolutely love it. I mean, I've been in the game industry for 20 years or so. Recently made the change to educate, and it's just an absolutely rewarding career move for me. I love it. I love helping students reach their goals and honestly their dreams. And oftentimes after they've graduated, students will keep in contact with me and we'll chat and say how's everything going and thank you so much. And it's really good. It feels incredible to be able to help these people reach their potential.
What would you tell somebody that's looking at maybe this as a career choice for themselves right now?
Well, the gaming industry is tumultuous. AAA is having a little bit of a transitional period right now. But with that being said, the demand is not waning at all. The industry is still growing, although it does seem that indie developers are now kind of taking the top crown. The AAA studios, the games are just getting too big and too expensive to make, so they don't take any risks at all, which means they pump out the same thing every year, and people are kind of getting sick of that. So they look towards the smaller studios and the smaller developers who are willing to take risks and make more interesting gameplay experiences.
I love that. It's a great explanation. Sounds like there's plenty of opportunity in there for somebody looking at it.
There's so much opportunity, and the skills are obviously transferable for any kind of software development. It's not just video games that you play on your Nintendo or your PlayStation. gaming is everywhere. If you look, for instance, AliExpress or Temu, those are two popular Chinese online stores, much like Amazon. Those apps are actually completely gamified. You get points every time you visit the app a day. There's little games that you can play to get money or rewards to use towards purchasing. And so gaming is going to be it's more and more increasingly put into everything these days.
Yeah, I love the way you describe that, sort of the gamification of new things that will come over the horizon. Great opportunity. Final point, I guess, what would you tell somebody that's looking at an education path, specifically about Eastern College? What would you tell them?
Make sure you're ready to work. We've got a ton of support here. The course is excellent. The course is constantly being updated. I'm pushing to get it updated all the time to make sure that it is the best it can be. We even do surveys at the end of every month so that the students can anonymously say exactly what they liked about the course, what they didn't like about the course. And we take all of that feedback very seriously and wind it into the next level of updates. Um, when they become a student, they get access to our Discord server, which includes all previous students, all our students across Canada that are in the game development course, and all of our alumni. So they have access to a network of game developers who have been through the exact same course, so they can reach out for help or even reach out for possible job opportunities. It's a really great course, but it does require a lot of work because this industry, to be fair, they don't really care too much about your schooling. They care about what you can do by what you've done. So it's all about that portfolio. It's all about making sure they have some nice, shiny examples to show employers, and that's how they're going to get the jobs.
An absolute pleasure to be in conversation with you, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.